Can we normalize believing in magic? Growing up, I learned that magic and magical beings only lived in stories like books or movies, but they weren't real. In real life, we would have to have proof for something to be real. And proof meant visual or intellectual proof. Hands-on practical, this is here, it exists. It took me quite a while, many years actually, to get back into the realm of magic as an adult. One of the bigger turning points in this process was when I became extremely sensitive towards everything. All my senses seemed to be enhanced. And more subtle layers of existence came into my awareness all of a sudden. This meant that proof wasn't intellectual or visual anymore only. Proof would also become a felt sensation in my body or a felt knowing in another area of my being. And over time, it also turned into kind of a recognition, like, I know this from somewhere. This is not foreign to me. This is just how it is. Whether encountering fairies or elven or dragons or angels, I would suddenly feel a connection, sensing what they looked like, how they acted or behaved, what they liked to do, and if they're like the dragons would be very ground to earth and feel solid and bring out confidence and safety, and the fairies would be more airy-fairy and giggly and easygoing and stuff like that. I noticed that their energy and their behavior had an effect on me and my system. I would feel empowered or joyful or carefree after, for example, writing a chapter on some of these magical beings. And those energies and those feelings and sensations would start following me into my everyday life and also be around when I would do the dishes or folding up laundry or whatever. I would get boosts of clarity or enhanced imagination or synchronistic things happening to me or around me. I became more intuitive. I could suddenly find the answer to something without really looking for it, just tapping into a frequency of, there's gonna be an answer somewhere here, and poof, magic, it would come to me. All of these encounters I found made me come more and more into coherence with myself, my body, and my being, my heart, and higher, more subtle layers of my consciousness. So I still can't say that all the magical creatures are real, but they are definitely some kind of real. I feel their presence, but it can also be described as being different layers of my own consciousness that I have suddenly become aware of, more subtle frequencies that makes me more sensitive to, subtle input in the quantum field of everything. Well, I don't know if it's one or the other or a bit of both, maybe. But my conclusion is that if it soothes your soul, if it makes you feel empowered, if it makes you joyful and giggly, if you feel like jumping up and down, if your soul and your entire being benefits from sharing space with these frequencies, what's not to like then? Does it really matter how we describe it or define it if it makes us feel good? So what do you think? Are we talking childish make-believe? Are we talking real magic? Or are we talking quantum entanglement in our multidimensional presence? Let me know what you think. I'm Sophia, and follow me for more tips on magic during crisis.